All right, we're up 3 Tuesdays in a row. I'm glad things kind of settled down. Let me wait for this to pull up and we'll get started. Still working on Scuttlings. And I don't know why that restream, there's 3 of them. I don't know. Maybe it just keeps reconfiguring. But yeah, still working on Scuttlings. Been doing some work behind me at the table. Working on magnetizing some Chaos Blood Bowl guys. That sucked. But I think I figured it out. Was away the weekend. Got some great iced coffee from Mount Carmel, Illinois. And come on. Why this takes forever now. Anyway, while that's going, there it is. And connected. There we go. Okay. I went ahead and I did some testing, and let me pull this down. I think I'm happy with the skin, with the flesh, for the most part. So I went ahead and did one test mouth and then redid it. And I based all of the teeth with some Shabti bone. I think that's how you say it. I've never actually had to say that out loud. With some of that. And I did a Reichland flesh wash over it, and it looked okay. So that's what I'm going to do on all those tonight. I went ahead and did all the eyes. I'm going to do a quick highlight on those, which shouldn't be too hard. I'm just going to add some yellow to the Mephiston, and I think that'll probably be where we are for tonight. As far as the black goes, I think I'm going to have to go and do this all off camera because it'll be so boring. Is just go and redo some of the edges with some black and then come back and do what I was thinking about it. But I think it'll be boring to sit here and watch me do edges of black. But maybe I'll do one and see how it goes. But yeah, let's just start with that wash. I'm just going to take some Reichland Flesh Shade and drop it in there on some of those. So with that and this and my group of few. So I'm trying to think. Over the weekend I picked up a couple things. I picked up one of the Monster Apocalypse starter sets, which looks really cool. I'd like to get into some of that. I might do a little unboxing of that. I'm sure there's tons of them out there, but I like people to see new stuff that might not follow other things. And I picked up the other night Shadespire set, the Underworld set, the other one with the Zinch guys. So got that going and picked up the GKR box game from Weta. That looks kind of cool. Probably won't play it forever. And those come pre-painted because I didn't do the Kickstarter. I was going to do the Kickstarter, but shipping was too much, so I didn't end up buying them. But there's that. Anyway, okay. Let's move on. I think I'm going to use this brush for my washes. Here we go. Probably keep it short tonight. I'm just taking this straight out of the pot. Move that over a bit. And I am just going to tap it in each mouth. And then what I'm going to do is come back and highlight those teeth again. I don't want to eat too much of this because you don't want to look like there's gaps in all the teeth. Just kind of like that. It's almost done by itself. I don't have to do much. Tap a couple little highlights in there and it should be fine. Yeah, just gonna do those mouths. I think what I'll do is I'll base coat the claws too, real quick tonight. Get those out of the way. Although that's a lot of claw work. That's pretty boring to watch. Maybe I'll do one and then just do the rest off camera. These aren't the most exciting things in the world to watch done. But yeah, that's kind of what you want to do with the mouth. Come on. Just kind of get a subtle shade in there and bring out those teeth. Probably the easiest thing so far. Just tapping it in. I'm going to go back and add some blue around there, like a blue or green around their lips. And that'll kind of fix any of the mistakes. But it was pretty good. And stayed off with mistakes, which was nice. The other reason I'm going to cut it a little short tonight is I'm going to film a review. I won't be able to post it for a while, but I just kind of want to get it done because I have to build the review, and I wanted to do some of the videotaping before it's built. So I'm going to cut this a little short so I can do that. And I think what I'm going to do is edit all these together into a much smaller video later on. Do like a quick, not a time lapse, but just condense this build, this paint job. I think I decided as far as the cloth, I think I'm going to use Incubi Darkness mixed with some black and just do kind of some highlights with that instead of doing your traditional like just edge highlighting. I'm going to try and just make the edges or the highlights really subtle, which should kind of go for the look I'm going for. I was pretty good. There's not a lot of cleanup to do so far, which is nice. His teeth almost look ready. You want them to look kind of gross, but anyway, that's that. I was done and easy. Let's go back to one of the first ones. So it should dry a little bit. Come on in. Like that. So you see some of the teeth. Alright, as far as the eyes go, just gonna take, where'd it go? I'm looking behind the camera. I thought I had a yellow. Maybe not. Weird. Okay. I'll just use this. I'm gonna highlight. I'm gonna Aberlin Sunset mixed in with some of the Mephiston red. Now this is gonna be pretty easy. It's not gonna be. This is not. Yeah, I don't need a lot of color because I'm just tapping that color in. It's gonna be tough. I don't want to make any mistakes. I'm kind of shaky. So we're going for mixing just a little bit. Not making pink, because if you add white it turns pink. Just going to brighten that up a bit. And all I want to do is, and this is one of the broken toe brushes. I really like this number 1 at times. I think this brush is too big for this, but yeah, it is. So I'm going to go to there, 000, broken toes, because it is a bit. Here's the artist Opus 000 versus and you can kind of see the difference there. They probably have the same point, This one's going to hold a lot more, but right now I don't need to hold a lot of pigment in there. I just want that point. So I'm just going to use this one. Problem is it tends to dry up on there quite a bit quicker. But all I'm doing, you can even see it, is going to just tap it on there. Ooh. I don't know if you can even see what I did. Yeah, see? That's it. That's all you want to do. And you're done. Do it on this side, which is a little more awkward. Yeah. Kind of gives a slight glowing effect. It doesn't show up on camera as much as I would like. I'm going to put a little water in there. A little thick. But you don't want it to accidentally run into that whole eye, so you got to be careful. And some of those you're not going to get it as much because the eyes are a little smaller. But I did go around and clean up some of the green. Like that one I'm going to have to clean up again. So I'm going to set that one aside. And that. I won't turn up again. Kind of getting both sides here. This side is a lot harder. Can't even get it. For some reason it's not tapping in. What? It's gonna get on his nose. A really hard time here. There. Yeah, that turned out pretty good. Oh, you can barely see. It's so tiny. I have to clean that one up again. It just did. So let's set that aside. One turned out okay-ish. I'm having a hard time on those other sides. On the right side. That one's too bright. Oh well. Maybe he's angrier. Just can't get in a good angle on these. Looks alright. This one I'm just going to leave because it's so close to his other arm that, well, I'm going to leave that one. That's probably my best one. That's the last one. Yeah, those are okay. Alright, so to clean that up, I'm just going to grab, there's a little bit of green that was still damp enough. And all I'm going to do, where did I mess up? There a little bit. And here a little bit. Yeah. And this one, yeah, definitely. Towards the back of his eye, right? See how gobbed down it is. Why is the camera not focusing today? I don't like catching them. Alright, in the back here. It's a little too green. Or a little too red. I'm going to redo this whole eye actually. Still looks terrible. I think it's something with the way that one's sculpted. Or not even sculpted, but just cast. It's not there. Looks a little better. Let's take another pass at a couple of these. Okay, what's that? So with that being done, it's basically just details from here on out. I'm gonna see how the teeth. I think those are actually okay. I might tap a little light in that, but where's this brush? How wet is this still? See, not wet at all. This wet palette doesn't stay very wet. I have to pour some in there. I may be going back to my old one. So this I want to paint a little thicker. And I'm going to do one and then move on. Claws. I want to get nails. Don't want it super runny. And I just want to kind of show you what I'm going to do. So, how's this looking? Gonna kind of do that. Now that first one I did too far, so I'm going to add some green back onto that. So just like that. Come on. 2 coats. It's going to be the same with all of them. I'll probably have to do these again when I do the hilts and things, but I kind of wanted to just show you my process for doing that, and then these would probably be highlighted later. This is a little... Sorry. It looks like they have more toes than fingers. But that's what I'm doing there. Okay. I'm just going to repeat this on every single one. So that one needs a wash again because I got too much. I don't care about getting it on the base because that's all going to get covered in anyway. And I just got some paint over there. Okay. And that's how I'll do it. So for the teeth, though, let's see if I can do this right. All I'm going to do add a couple little highlights in there and be done. Yep, just like that. That's it. So I'll go ahead, I'm going to do that. I'm going to finish claws on all of them. Give me a short video today and move on. And then come back and start bringing out some of the details. So, yeah, that was pretty quick. The spider web, I think I'm going to do in some sort of like a gray out to a white, but we'll see. Yeah, that's it. Like I said, I'm going to do a quick review video here in a second. And that's it. Anyway, thanks for joining me tonight. I'll be back.